Alright, so this might actually be one of the weirdest laptop launches Apple has done in years. Because on paper, the new Apple 2026 MacBook Neo 13-inch laptop with a A18 Pro chip looks like a MacBook Air replacement, but in reality it feels more like Apple took an iPad Pro brain, dropped it into a super thin laptop body and said, yeah, let's see what happens. And honestly, the result is kinda insane. The first thing you notice is the design. Apple clearly didn't want to reinvent the wheel here. You still get that ultra-clean aluminum finish, razor-thin profile, and that signature minimalist look that makes every coffee shop suddenly feel like a productivity commercial. The silver finish especially gives this thing that classic Apple vibe. Clean, premium, timeless. But the real story here is the A18 Pro chip. This is not an M-series chip. Apple literally put an iPhone-class processor inside a MacBook, and somehow it works way better than expected. Day-to-day performance is crazy fast. Opening apps, multitasking, web browsing, editing photos, streaming videos. Everything feels instant. Apple Intelligence features are also deeply integrated into this machine, and that changes the entire experience. You're getting AI-assisted writing tools, smarter photo organization, live transcription, intelligent summarization, and context-aware productivity features baked directly into macOS. And because it's Apple Silicon, all of this happens super efficiently without destroying battery life. Speaking of battery life, this thing is an absolute battery monster. You can genuinely go an entire day without touching a charger. That's the type of laptop this is. Students, travelers, creators, remote workers. This machine makes a ton of sense for people constantly moving around. It's lightweight, silent, cool under pressure, and ridiculously portable. Now let's talk about the display because Apple rarely misses here. The Liquid Retina display on this MacBook Neo looks fantastic. Colors are vibrant, text is razor sharp, blacks are deep, and brightness levels are excellent for indoor and outdoor use. Watching movies on this feels premium. Editing content feels premium. Even basic browsing somehow feels expensive on Apple displays. And then there's the keyboard and trackpad combo, which honestly remains undefeated in the laptop world. Typing feels satisfying, accurate, and quiet. The trackpad is huge, smooth, and insanely responsive. Once you get used to Apple's gestures, every other laptop starts feeling outdated. You also get a 1080p FaceTime HD camera, which finally means video calls don't look like they were recorded on a microwave anymore. The microphones are surprisingly clean too, so if you're jumping into meetings, online classes, or content creation, you're covered. Touch ID is still one of those features that sounds small until you use it every day. Unlocking your laptop instantly, authorizing payments, accessing apps. It just works. No drama. Now obviously this isn't a gaming laptop. If you're trying to run ultra-heavy AAA games or insane 3D rendering projects for hours, you'll probably want a higher-end MacBook Pro. But for literally 90% of people, this machine is more than enough. And the crazy part is how efficient it feels. No loud fans. No overheating. No weird slowdowns. Just smooth performance all the time. Storage-wise, 512GB SSD is a sweet spot. Fast file transfers, quick boot times, instant app launches. Everything benefits from that speed. And the 8GB unified memory actually performs better than traditional RAM setups because of how Apple handles memory architecture. One thing Apple is clearly betting on here is the future of AI-powered computing. This MacBook Neo feels built around that idea. Instead of just being faster, it's smarter. And honestly, that might matter more over the next few years than raw benchmark numbers. The other thing I really like is how approachable this laptop feels. Some laptops try way too hard to be pro machines. This one feels effortless. Open the lid and you're ready to go. No setup headaches, no performance tweaking, no learning curve. And that's probably why Apple laptops continue to dominate this category. They just work. So if you want a thin, premium, super portable laptop with excellent battery life, beautiful display quality, powerful AI features, and smooth everyday performance, the Apple 2026 MacBook Neo 13-inch laptop with a A18 Pro chip is shaping up to be one of the most interesting laptops Apple has released in a long time. Especially for students, creators, business users, and people deep inside the Apple ecosystem. And honestly, this might end up being the laptop most people should buy in 2026. Hi guys, if you want to buy this Apple 2026 MacBook Neo 13-inch laptop with a A18 Pro chip, built for AI and Apple Intelligence, Liquid Retina display, 8GB unified memory, 512GB SSD storage, 1080p FaceTime HD camera, Touch ID, Silver, then please visit the link provided in the description.